Hey folks, Brian Whitmarsh here, and I'm going to do just a little series, short little clips on lessons learned. I don't know if it's just me or if you feel the same way, but I'm a low hour pilot, got almost 300 hours now, and as I look back, I'm like, how did I stay alive in the first early hours of flying? Because you truly do learn something on every single flight. And so this may be a share. This may just be me, but anyways, leave your comments and we can discuss it. But what I've started doing with my flights is including in for flight in my logbook an LL, lessons learned on every single flight. And every single flight, no kid you learn something. And so I just want to give short clips on what I learned. This may be beneficial to you. I'd love to hear your comments. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe it's something that you can make me a safer pilot. The whole goal is to be a safer pilot. And so I'll start off. I'm going to do these. There should just be a minute or two. And the first one is back on August 3rd. I was flying from Sun River Airport. We were doing a scenic flight with a couple of my buddies, and we were flying to Sisters. And it was a beautiful day. We got to fly around Mount Bachelor and the Sisters. And as I was coming into Sisters, I was, 10 miles out. I was letting people know I was coming in. And as I was 3 or 4 miles out, I noticed a helicopter just take off from the airport and fly off. I'm like, oh, well, I guess they're not using the radio. That's fine, whatever. So I get into the pattern, and first fly over, Sisters is you count over elevation, so I was too high. So I just did a flyover and went around. And then as I was going around, I noticed there's another aircraft entering the pattern. I'm like, do people not use the radios around here in Oregon? Anyways, coming in, I am turning base to final. And I noticed that other aircraft had entered the pattern and it was landing the opposite direction. I'm like, what's going on here? And so I looked down at my radio and I realized that I hadn't switched. I was still one number off. I quickly switched and communicated right away and said, hey, I'm coming in on final. Looks like you're coming in on final as well. I'm going to get out of here. Sorry, I was on the wrong radio frequency. I veered off. I said, hey, wait a minute. We'll be off the runway in plenty of time. You're pretty far out here on base to final. So no worries. But for me, it woke me up, right? So that lesson learned is double check your radio is set on the right frequency. I thought I'd been very diligent about it, but again, that when you learn these lessons, they stick in your head. So I will continue this series and just give you what my lessons learned are. If there's a trick or something that other folks, maybe you make it part of your C-Gumps or something, or you add it to make sure you're on the right frequency, it'd be good to hear. But anyways, just a humble pilot letting you know what I learned each time, just so that we can hopefully be better pilots. Thank you.